Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's been such a long time since the last time that I even talked to y'all, gave y'all a word, gave y'all some encouragement. A lot has been going on and I just really wanted to get on here and give y'all an update, let y'all know what's been going on in my life, give y'all some encouragement. So we're gonna get to this intro and then I'm gonna come right back.
I love you with everything. P.S. I hope that you feel me. Hope you know I got you without a doubt in my heart. Yours truly.
Alright, I'm back, y'all. So life has just a lot has transpired since the last time we talked. I know the last time I was on here I was telling y'all how, I was about to do a big move and I was being very secretive. Well, at this time I really want to be open and upfront and transparent with my move. So I guess you can call this like a story time or because the whole goal of this channel is really allowing y'all in on my life so that y'all can see how I navigate through different promises I've received, different, struggles that I go through that, I know that everybody else goes through, and, just seeing me being pulled through it. And I should have really been open and transparent about this move from the beginning because it's been amazing to see how God has brought me from different steps of each part of this journey. And it's really been like a up and down journey. It's like filled with blessings and then it's just confusion sometimes. But let me get into it. So around this time last year, I had caught COVID, and I had just felt like I was in a place of healing, and I was in a place of isolation, where I was just gaining my strength and my momentum to get, where I needed to be and, where God wanted me to be. And in my spirit, I had felt like God had said, that I should move, that it was my time to move. And so, if you know me, then I have moved out of state, because this is an out of state move. This is not, just regular moving, moving is a headache anyways, but it was supposed to be like an out of state move. And so I'm just like, okay, if you know me, I've tried to move twice in life. And each time brought its own struggle. And really because it was, me being in my own flesh, just wanting to move. And so this time when I felt it in my spirit, it was like a tug of war. It was really like, okay, God, are you really calling me to do this? Is this really what you want from me? Like, I'm not sure if it's me that I'm hearing. And I'm gonna do a separate video about that because as a believer of God, we get caught up in if I'm hearing God right and things like that. So I want to do a separate video about that and my journey with making sure that I'm hearing God and things of that nature. So I'm going to do a separate video about that. But back to this story. So when I had got that feeling that like I felt it in my spirit, it was time for me to move out of state. I'm just like, okay. I figured that was why, I was in isolation, because, sometimes we allow other people to get in our ear, and sometimes they don't believe on the level we believe. They don't believe in the things that we believe, it's just it's many different reasons. But I figured that's why I was in isolation. So I spent that time in isolation and just, prayer and fasting and things like that. So that was like the end of November going into December. So the beginning of this year 2021, I went into a 21-day fast with my church. That was the closest that I have felt to God. And a very long time. I just learned so much. I gained clarity about a lot, but I felt like during that time I just really, really wanted to know, more about this move, where I was going. So I went from, at one point, just a feeling like, okay, I feel it in my spirit that it's time to move. God is moving me, but I'm like getting clarity on if he really said that he's moving me, if that's me speaking, or, So that was one point. And then during my fast, it was revealed to me, that indeed it is him speaking. I would get, like scripture and stories like of Abraham, Gideon, just different like Bible characters that God gave a promise to move, from their homeland and things of that sort. And that was like confirmation to me about that. So, I got in a place of where, okay, I know I'm moving. So now, where am I moving to? Like, it's like so many steps. Like, when God tell you something, when he promise you something, like, he don't gotta tell you everything all at once. Like, sometimes he'll give you bits and pieces, and it's up to you to just keep praying, keep believing, and be still. Be still, know that he is God, and know that he's gonna reveal more to you. So in that point, I'm just like, okay, I got an idea where I want to go. So because I want to say, when I was pregnant with my daughter, I wanted to go to Atlanta. Like, I was supposed to move to Atlanta because at the time I was actively doing modeling and acting. So I had built up a lot of connects in Atlanta, and I just really felt like that was just a great idea. I felt like this would be like the third year, like everything came back full circle. I'm in a place where now I'm fully ready. I've gained knowledge. I've matured since then. So, I'm just thinking that, okay, maybe God is just bringing this back around so that I'm able to move there. Wrong. So I started researching like Atlanta, places to move in Atlanta, my budget. And then one night I was praying, and like Texas came in my spirit, and I'm just like, nah, I'm tripping. I'm tripping. That's not that. Nah, that I ain't. First of all, I've never even been to Texas, so I'm like, yeah, I don't got no family in Texas. I like nothing. I've never been to Texas. I don't have no family there, so I'm just like, okay, that's me. Gotta be me. And so, I feel like we get to a place, I know me anyways, I got to a place where like, I just was worrying so much about it. And we already know that we're not supposed to worry about things of that nature. Like, if God says something, he gonna fulfill it. Whether you walk step in step with him or not, he's going to fulfill it. And that's just that. So, I got to a place where I just was like, Lord, wherever you want me to go, allow me to see it so much like that there's no doubt in my mind that that's where you want me to go. A week later, it was like a big storm that had broke out in Texas or whatever, and it was like a lot of flooding, and it's like their winter storm, which was really crazy because Texas is not known for like snow and snowstorms and flood. It's not known for that. So I just was like, God, surely this ain't where you about to send me. Like, I know better than that. I know you're not about to send me nowhere. Like, they having a natural disaster over there. Like, I know you're not about to send me and my kids over there. Like, there's no way. I'm seeing Texas everywhere. It's highlighted all over the news. And I don't even watch the news. It's highlighted all over the news. I'm getting texts about it. I'm in Indiana. I'm getting texts about Texas, and let's pray for Texas, help Texas, Texas this, Texas that, So I'm just like, this is not like this. Okay. I need a sign in your sign. Like, you, okay, if that's a sign, I need a sign of your sign, because I need a sign that confirms the sign that you sent. And sometimes we get in that posture, and that's not always the best. But, you know, God will confirm what he needs to confirm to you. So after that, I would just be like, I would just turn on TV and I would see like movies like set in Dallas, or I would be out like in a car riding around and see Texas license plates, Dallas license plates, and I'm just like, hold on, wait. When did all these people move from Texas to Indiana? Like, that was my first thought. Like, I ain't never seen so many Texas license plates. And don't get me wrong, when I first started seeing them, it was like, you know, a few here, a few there, you know. And then as the months went on, I started seeing Texas license plates everywhere. Like, I just think the whole state of Texas then moved to Indiana. Like, I don't know. But I started seeing it so much. So I'm like, what is the whole state of Texas moving to Indiana? Like, I don't know. So then after that, I'm like, okay, well, if me and my kids gonna ever move to Texas, we at least need to go there. I need to see, you know, if I'm going to be able to get around there. I need to see, you know, because it's just me and my children. Like, I don't have no family there. And that's another thing that, like, I was very nervous about. Like, I'm like, God, I don't got no family there. I don't have no family. I have a few friends. Like, I have one friend that I know for sure lives there. She lives in the Fort Worth area. And, you know, just some associates, but I don't really have anybody there. So I'm just like, I don't got no family there. I need to see if I'm gonna be able to get down there and make it happen, you know. And in all honesty, when God sends you somewhere, he gonna make a way. He gonna make it easy for you. He gonna, you know, now don't get me wrong. It may be some things that, you know, come to stir you up, or, you know, but if God sends you somewhere, he gonna make sure that you set. So I went down there. I took my kids and we stayed for like a week and a half. And I have small children, so it was just like, if I can make it here, granted, this is only a week and a half, but if I can make it in this week and a half, like, this is going to give me confirmation on, you know, if I want to be there. And I want to say, God just put so many people in front of me, like, that just confirmed it and just welcomed me. Like, we welcome you here. Like, they just so loving. Like, first of all, down south, they have a different type of love, a different type of hospitality. So, you know, we went there and, like, we had a ball. My son loved it. My son came to me and he was like, Mommy, like, I could see us living here. And that was just, like, that was confirmation for me as well. Like, okay, my son like it. I'm being sent here. I'm coming across all these different people. All right, God, I'm ready. What you need me to do? So when I got back, I really felt like, okay, what's next? Like, what you need from me? So my lease was up in April of this year. And so, you know, I'm just like, God, I want your timing. What's your timing? What do you need me to do? And I heard God say, pack. So I'm like, okay, I'm packing, but when I'm leaving, the answer was pack. Pack. Anytime I would go to God for an answer, it would be pack. So, you know, in the meaning between time, when God give you a promise, it's the meaning between time that, like, kind of will get you down and discouraged and, you know, things like that. So, like, you know, when a promise is fresh and, you know, you can see it and, you know, you feel like, okay, this is about to happen. Even if you don't know how it's about to happen, like, you look, okay, I'm for it. So I packed up like half of my house. And then, like, things just started happening around me in my environment. it was just, I experienced so much this year. I lost my little brother. It was my best friend's brother, but I've known him since he was my son's age. So I lost my little brother. My stepfather became sick. My grandma became sick. Both of my grandmothers became sick. Actually, I vlogged during the time, but I just never had posted it. I have a few videos, and maybe I'll go back and attach them just so you know you can see me at the time. But yeah, both of my grandmothers became sick, and it was so much, like, life was just being thrown at me. So in the midst of that, in the midst of everything, I'm still feeling tied and connected here. And I'm just like, Lord, I can't go right now. Like, it's so much going on. Like, I can't go right now. And so months passed, and my house is still half packed. Like, I had boxes here, boxes there, but in all honesty, it never looked like I was moving. And so sometimes when God really has a purpose and a plan for you, and he wants you to carry it out, he starts to shake things up. And so that's how things started to become for me. After all of the tribulation and, you know, all of that, my stepdad died, my brother died, you know, all of that, he started making me have home problems, like problems, you know, with my neighbor, and, you know, just different safety issues for being at home. So I just got to a place where I felt in my spirit, like, I've overstayed my welcome here. Why have I not packed like God told me to pack? Why am I not in the right direction to move? Like, I should be packed up like I am just about to move. So we gonna fast forward up until now. I'm like within the last, you know, couple of months, and now I started having dreams, you know, regarding my living situation, as far as, you know, the trouble and run-ins with my neighbor. And I just feel like warning comes before destruction when God gives you dreams, because God give me dreams, and every dream that I've ever had has, like, came to pass with almost pinpoint accuracy. So I just have felt like, okay, you making me uncomfortable because you already told me what you wanted me to do. And I got so caught up with the things that I see around me, which we so often do. We get caught up with the things that are going on around us, and we get influenced or distracted by. And when God gives you a promise, like, you got to make sure that you do not get distracted. Like, do not get weary in well-doing. Do not get distracted. Keep your focus on him. Keep your focus on the promise. Always. And so now I'm just back at a point where I recently packed up my whole house. And I feel like God is telling me the time is now. And I'm just awaiting and praying how he's gonna do it. But now I'm just at a place of trusting him for making the way for me. It's like at every stage, it's been mixed with laughter, with crying, with confusion, with hope, with faith. But when I look back, I look back and I'm so thankful, because I see how much I've grown and how much I've matured since he gave me the promise. Like, it's been a year, literally, and he's still carrying out this promise. Like, I haven't fully reached where it is that he wants me to be, which is Dallas. But to go back and see how it all started, it started from a promise, and from a promise, it grew into understanding, yes, that is me. Like, yes, I did tell you to do that. Yes, I did tell you to go. Yes, this is where you going. Yes, I've confirmed this is where you going. Yes, this is what I want you to do, because it comes with instruction. God will never give you a promise without giving you instruction on how to get to it. And so I'm learning that, and I have learned that throughout the way. And there's some more things that God is building up in me, and he's just giving me more wisdom and more understanding. But it's like, now that I'm at this place, I really do wish that I would have just vlogged and gave y'all videos about the process, because it's one thing for God to say, okay, you moving, and then he do it. But then it's like when he take you through stage and he take you through a process, because everything is done through a process in life, period. Everything is done through a process. You're always going to process through everything. You're going to process through pain, process through anger, process through great things. It's a process to become the best version of you. It's a process for everything in life. It's even a process for growing, like food. Like, that's why in the Bible they talk so much about sowing and reaping, because it's a process. And you cannot, if you ever want to be great, if you ever want to be the greatest version of you, if you ever want to elevate, you cannot skip the process. And I'm so thankful and I'm so grateful that God did not allow me to skip the process, even when I wanted to, even when I just was like, God, you told me where I'm going. I'm going to Dallas. Like, take me there. But it's like, looking back, I'm thankful that he's had me in this process of taking me, and I had to figure out, because it's like the more that I had to figure out, the more I seeked him. And for a moment, I got stopped. I paused for a minute because I was so distracted by the things that was going on around me, and just setting back into my old ways of worrying, and just being consumed with everything that was happening. But I'm just so very thankful that he did not stop the process within me. And it's still a process, and I'm still going through it. And that's why I was going to wait till I got to Dallas. I was going to make a video like, y'all, I'm here. God told me to move to Dallas last year. I'm here. But I just feel like it's so much more powerful when y'all get to see the behind the scenes. Like, it's so much more respectable. And so I wanted to get on here, hair a mess, me looking a mess, just to tell y'all that, like, if God promised y'all something, he is going to do it. He's probably taking you through a process at whatever stage and process you're in. It's stages to it. It's levels to what they say. It's levels to this. It's levels to this. And at every level, you encounter a new devil. At every level, you gain more knowledge and wisdom and understanding for where it is that God is directing you to, which is the promise. And I want to tell you that if God promised you something, you can take that to the bank and you can cash it for real, because he gonna do it. He's going to do it. And I'ma see y'all. Like, I'm going to make a video as soon as I get to Dallas. Like, but y'all, I want y'all to see the right now. I'm still in my apartment. I'm like I said, my house is packed up. Maybe I'll do a video of like, fully packing. But my mind got to me a lot in this journey. Like, I really had to lay aside my thoughts and my ways, because God says that our ways are not his ways. His thoughts are not our thoughts. And like, you really should not lean into your own understanding. Like, you are never going to get anywhere leaning on your own understanding. And I know that now. I'm just so thankful. I'm gonna do a video maybe of, like, everything all boxed up, show y'all, but yeah, I just wanted to release this for uplifting, because I know God is moving a lot of people right now. It's my daughter. God is moving a lot of people right now, and it all started with a promise. It all started with a word, and I want y'all to hold on to that. And know that if he hasn't moved you yet, it's because he's still working something in you. He's still growing you. He's still maturing you. He's still making sure that you have everything you need, because when it's time to go, you gonna hit the ground running. And so, you know, let this be encouragement to you. I know that this is probably a little bit long. I don't know if I'm going to split the video up in two. But let this be encouragement to you. Sometimes we want people to see the finished product. And it's not always about the finished product. Sometimes it's about the process that God wants people to see through you. That he wants you to see in yourself that he's doing in you. And that he wants other people to see him doing in you. So, until next time, because it will be a next time. Like I said, I'm about to get very consistent with the videos. And I know I say that every time, but for real, I know that I am on assignment. I know that it is my duty. It is my assignment to release messages to y'all, whether it be encouragement, whatever that may be. But until next time, y'all be blessed.